one of the reasons I love the Tyranids, because you can basically build a list to stomp anything. Trust me, you really can. And that's that. But essentially, so what's my recommendation? Alright, if you're going to use your gaunts just as like a meat shield, keep them as cheap as possible. Just give them Spine Fist and that's it. Let them on their way. Spine Fist can be handy at shooting, you know, if you get them in range. And basically they're a great swarm thing. If you're unsure if you really want shooty or you really want like cheap ones, just go with the termaguants. They are excellent overall around troops. I mean, they really are. You know, you can do things with them that you couldn't do with others just because of the strength 4 gun, and they have greatness. And the devilguants, if you want an expensive gaunt unit, they can be real surprise to your enemy, though. So it can be a real, you know, helpful in your tactics and winning on the battlefield. And then maybe in the next game they'll target them more and then leave your, you know, the other things that do a lot more damage later in the game alone, such as maybe monstrous creatures or your gene stealers or, you know, your ravengers or, you know, anything like that. So that's why people love them so much, because they pack enough punch that people actually consider those gaunts a threat, not just tar pit units, which is like, you know, swamping down the enemy. So other than that, so if you're just starting out, I would definitely recommend just the termaguants, standard you know, gaunts, and then from there evolve, you know, maybe buy a couple more and then switch them up a little bit. But if you're just starting out, that termagant's going to be helpful in your small games and up to even larger games. They can be really useful. And the without number on anything, don't buy it. Don't ever buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Unless the only time you would ever buy a without number is if you're playing a game where you're on the defense and the objective's like in your deployment zone, pretty much, where they have to like cross the whole board and you're defending it. But Tyranids are always on the offensive, except against pretty much Dark Eldar and other army, you know, very fast armies. So Tyranids always have the attacker's role, you know, so that sort of sucks. But anyway, so if you ever have the chance where you have to defend something, take without number, just throw your gaunts at them, and then watch them come on the board edge, and they're already there. They're already quickly to get back in the thing. Problem with without number in regular games, like where you have to play table quarters, something like that, they come on the board edge, and then it, you know, they die by turn 4 or 5. And then, you know, or 3 even, or 2, you know, whatever, but it takes them 2 turns to get back into the real mix of things. So, you know, the game's just not long enough to last that long. So, and you're throwing pretty much free victory points at people. So that's the basic rundown of the gaunts. And I hope everyone got a little something out of this. And next week I'll hope to have a couple videos up on you know, the Tyranid armies and going down their lists and what they take and why they take them and pretty much everything like that. Alright? Bye.